Hello students, welcome to Anne's classes. Let's do percent and percentage. Exercise 9a. Now percent, the word percent, from that the last four letters cent means 100. So when we are talking about percent, we are talking about out of 100. So all our calculations here will be based on the number 100. So what does question 1 say? Express each of the following as percent. So here we've been given a fraction and we have to write this as a percent. So whenever you're going to convert into percent, you multiply by 100 and put the percentage sign. So here I'm going to take 3 by 4 and I'm going to multiply this by 100 because I'm converting it to a percent and I need to put the percentage sign. Now as you can see, this has now become multiplication of fractions. I can make this 100 by 1 or leave it as 100. Now I can cancel. I can cancel 4 and 100 both by 4 itself. 4 ones are 4 and 4 into 25 is 100. Now we can multiply the numerators. 3 into 25 is 75 and I put the percentage sign 75 by 1%. That means 75%. So what is my final answer here? 75%. So what have I done? I have converted 3 by 4 into a percent. 3 by 4 has now become 75%. So how do we do it? We multiply by 100 and put the symbol of percent by the side. So now it's become multiplication of fractions. You can cancel and then multiply the numerators. And finally, that's how we got 75%. Let's look at the second one. Second one is 2 by 3. It's a fraction. So we're going to multiply this fraction 2 by 3 by 100 and we have the percentage symbol. So here also we can cancel. But as you can see, I cannot cancel 3 and 100. So I'm going to multiply my numerators. So what do I get when I multiply 2 into 100? I'm going to get 2 into 100 is 200. And my denominator is 3. So 200 by 3%. Now this is an improper fraction as you can see. So let's convert it to a mixed number. So divide 200 by 3. Let's take the number 20. 3 sixes are 18 minus, now borrow here. So take off from here 1 and I have 1 here. 10 minus 8 is 2. Bring down 0. So here 3 sixes are 18 minus 20 minus 18 is 2. So now what is my mixed number here? 66, 2 by 3. So that is my answer here. My final answer here is 66, 2 by 3. And don't forget to put the percentage symbol because the question says write as percent. So our final answer should have the percentage symbol. So what is our final answer? 66, 2 by 3%. Question 3. Now here as you can see, this is a decimal number. So first thing, we're going to put this in the form of a fraction. So how do we do that? So when we have to make a decimal number as a fraction, we ignore the point and write the number first. So if you ignore the point, what do you get? 25. Now if we are making it a fraction, that means I need to have a denominator. And decimal fractions have denominators that are higher powers of 10. 10 or a higher power of 10. That means 1 followed by zeros. Now look at this question. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 decimal places. So my denominator will have 3 zeros. So now I have a fraction. So first thing, I have a decimal number which I have converted to a fraction. Now the question is write this as a percent. And to convert this fraction into a percent, I have to multiply by 100. And put the percentage sign. So now it's become multiplication of fractions. I can cancel. So here there are 2 zeros. I can cancel 2 zeros here. So now what do I have left here? I have 25 in the numerator. 25 into 1 here, which is 25. And in the denominator, I have 10. 25 by 10. Since my question is a decimal number, let me express my answer also as a decimal number. Now remember, this is percentage. Now 25 by 10, how do you make it a decimal number? So we take 25 and write it first as it is. Now look at your denominator. There is 1 0. That means your answer should have one decimal place. Now how do we put the decimal place? We start from the right and move backwards to the left. So because there's 1 0, my decimal point will move one place to the left. That means it moves from here to here and the point comes here. So what is my number there? My number there is 2.5, and since I'm converting it to a percent, my answer is 2.5%. So this is my final answer, 2.5%. Question 4. So here again I have a decimal number. My first step is I'm going to make it a fraction like this. So I'm going to ignore the point and write the number. When I ignore the point, when I read it, what is my number? 125. Now give it a denominator, that is 1 followed by zeros. How many zeros? Look at your question. After the point there are 3 decimal places. That means this is 1 followed by 3 zeros. So that is 1000. So we have only converted this decimal number into a fraction. Now we have to convert this fraction into a percent. That means we have to multiply by 100. 100%. So now cancel what you can. So we can cancel these 2 zeros and 2 zeros here. So what is left now? I have 125 divided by 10. So since my question is a decimal number, my answer also I'm going to make it a decimal number. So what am I going to do? I'm going to write the numerator 125, and then I'm going to look at my denominator here. There is 1 0. That means I should have one decimal place in my answer also. So 1 0 means one decimal place. So the point will move from the right to the left and come here. So the point comes here. So this is 12.5 and I need to put the percentage sign. So I have converted my answer to 12.5 percentage. So what did I have in my question? 0.125. It has now become 12.5%. Question 2. Express the following percentages as fractions and as decimal numbers. Now here we have a mixed number which is already in the percentage form. So the percentage now we have to convert into fractions. Since this is a mixed number, we convert it to a fraction. So the first step is convert this mixed number to an improper fraction, and that we know how to do it, isn't it? 2 sevens are 14 plus 1 is 15. So this is 15 by 2%. Now how do we convert a percentage into a fraction? Okay, in the previous question we converted a fraction into a percentage. Now it's the reverse. So there we multiplied. That means here we have to divide. So 15 by 2 divided by 100. So let's do that. So this will be 15 by 2 divided by 100. So this we can take it as 100 by 1. So in that case, remember the rules to follow when it is division of fractions. So the first fraction will remain the same. 15 by 2 will remain as it is. Division changes to multiplication. 100 by 1 becomes 1 by 100. Now we can cancel. I can cancel 15 and 100 by 5. 5 threes are 15. Here 5 twos are 10 and 0. So I have 20 and 3 there. Now there's nothing more I can cancel. So I have to multiply my numerators and my denominators. So what will I get? So here I will get 3 ones are 3 and 2 into 20. 22s are 40. So I've got 3 by 40, which I need to convert into a decimal number. Now this is the fraction form. So this is one answer if I want to leave it as a fraction. Now here it says fractions and as decimal numbers. So the fraction form I've got. Now to convert this to a decimal number, I need to divide the numerator by the denominator. So this is one answer. Now to divide, let's do it here. Divide 3 by 40. So let's begin. 3 is smaller than 40. So we are going to put a 0 and we're going to continue our division. So in that case, I need to put a point here, carry that point up and bring a 0 down here, add a 0. Now I can read my number as 30. Now 40 and 30. You can see that 30 is still smaller than 40. So I'm going to put one more 0 here, and I'm going to consider this as 300. Now I'm going to divide 300 by 40. 4 into 7 is 28. So 40 into 7 is 280. Minus, let's do the subtraction here. 0. 0 minus 8 I can't do, so I'm going to borrow. 10 minus 8 is 2. Now I'm going to continue my division by adding a 0 here, and I'll bring that 0 down. So now it's 200. And 40 into 5. 40 into 5 is 200. So now my remainder is 0. I don't have to continue my division. That means my quotient is my answer. So what have I got here? I've got 0.075. So I have expressed 7 1 by 2 as a fraction. The fraction is 3 by 40. As a decimal number, it is 0.075. So my question says I need to have two answers. One should be a fraction form and the other should be in the decimal form. So I have both the answers. So this will be our answer to this question. Question 2. Now here we have 2.50%. So first we're going to write this in the form of a fraction. So let's do that. So this will be, now when you write it as a fraction, ignore the point. So that will be 250 divided by 1 followed by zeros. Check how many decimal places there are. There are 2 places, so there will be 2 zeros. So this is 250%. This is just the question. Now I'm going to write that 250 by 100, and I have to convert. Now this is the percentage form, so I have to make it a fraction as well as a decimal number. That means I have to divide this by 100. So we're going to consider this to be 100 by 1. Now let's work this out as division of fractions. So the first fraction remains the same, 250 by 100. Division changes to multiplication. Now I write the reciprocal of 100 by 1. It becomes 1 by 100. Now we're going to cancel. I'll cancel 1 0 there and 1 0 here. I can cancel 25 and 10 by 5. 5 5s are 25 and 5 2s are 10. I can cancel 5 and 100. 5 1s are 5. Here 5 2s are 10, 20. So 5 into 20 is 100. Now let's multiply the numerators. 1 into 1 is 1 and the denominators 2 into 20 is 40. So what do I have? 1 by 40. So this is my fraction form. Now I have to get the decimal form also. So how do I get the decimal form? I divide the numerator by the denominator. So let's do that. Divide 1 by 40. 1 is smaller than 40. So I have to put a 0 on top and I need to continue my division. For that I will put a point here and a point there and I'll put a 0. Now my number is 10. 10 is also smaller than 40, so I'm going to put a 0 on top and I'm going to continue my division, so I'll put one more 0. Now I'm going to read my number as 100. 40 into what will give me a number close to 100. 40 into 2. 42s are 80 minus 0. 10 minus 8. Okay, 10 minus 8 is 2. Now let's continue the division by putting one more 0 and I'll bring that 0 down. Now my number is 200. 40 into 5. 40 into 5 is 200 minus, now our remainder is all 0. So our answer is the quotient, that is 0.025. So here we have the fraction form. Now let's write the decimal form, 0.025. Question 3. Here we have 0.02. First step, we're going to change this to a fraction. So this will be, when we ignore the number, the point there, we read the number as 2. 2 by 1 followed by how many zeros? See the number of decimal places? 1, 2. So 2 zeros. So this becomes 2 by 100%. Remember, the percent is still there. Now I'm going to convert it to a fraction as well as a decimal number, because now it is in the form of a percentage. So this will be 2 by 100 divided by 100. So when you have to convert it to a fraction or a decimal number, you must divide it by 100. So that is 100 by 1. So this will be equal to 2 by 100 into reciprocal 1 by 100. 100 by 1 has become 1 by 100. Now we multiply the numerators and the denominators. But before that, see if there's something you can cancel. I can cancel 2 and 100. So 2 ones are 2. I can cancel this 100 also. 2 fives are 10. So that's 50. So let's multiply the numerators and the denominators. So when you multiply the numerators, 1 into 1 is 1. Denominators 50 into 100. Multiply 5 into 1. 5 ones are 5. Now count all the zeros. 1, 2, 3. So that is 5,000. 1 by 5,000 is a fraction form. Now let's get our decimal form. For that we have to divide 1 by 5,000. Okay, so let's try that division. Doesn't look very easy, isn't it? But it is simple. So the first one, 1 is smaller than 5,000. So we put a 0. Now to continue the division, put a point and carry that point up, and now add a 0. Now read your number. It is 10. 10 is also smaller than 5,000, so we put a 0. To continue the division, we're going to put one more 0. Now read the number. It's 100. 100 is also smaller than 5,000, so that means one more 0 on top. Now continue the division by adding one more 0. Now it is 1,000. 1,000 is also smaller than 5,000, isn't it? So one more 0. We're going to continue the division. Now there's one more 0. The number is 10,000. Now 5,000 into 2. 5,000 into 2 is 10,000. So now our remainder is 0 because we've got the same number. So what is our answer? The quotient. The quotient is our answer. And what is the quotient? 0.0002. So let's write that 0.0002. So we have a final answer in the fraction form as well as the decimal form. Question 4. So here we have 175%. So this is just a whole number, so it's easy to work out here. So what do? We say 175 divided by 100. Because here when you convert it from a percentage to a fraction or a decimal number, you have to divide by 100. So now we have 175 divided by 100. Let's cancel with 5. So here 5 threes are 15. Now 16, 17, there's 2 left, 25. 5 fives are 25. That means 5 into 35 is 175. Here also 5 twos are 10. Add the 0. Now we have 35 by 20. We can still reduce it by 5. 5 sevens are 35. 5 fours are 20. So here we have 7 by 4, which is an improper fraction. We're going to convert it to a mixed number. 7 divided by 4. 4 ones are 4 minus 3. So what is your answer here? 1, 3 by 4. So let's write it down here. So that is the first part of the answer as a fraction. 1, 3 by 4. Now we need to write this as a decimal number. Now to write this as a decimal number, we need to divide 7 by 4. So let's do normal long division, dividing 7 by 4. So here we have 7 and we are dividing this by 4. 4 ones are 4 minus 7 minus 4 is 3. Now we're going to continue the division. I'm going to put a point here and carry that point up. There is a 0 here. Bring that 0 down. Now read your number as 30. 4 sevens are 28 minus, now borrow here and subtract 10 minus 8 is 2. Now again, as you can see, remainder is not 0. So I'm going to continue my division by putting a 0 there, bringing the 0 down. So now my number is 20. 4 fives are 20. So with this, our remainder is 0 and our quotient is 1.75. So here we've got 1.75. So now we've got our answer in the form of a fraction, a mixed fraction, and a decimal number, both the answers we have. Question 3. What percent is 16 hours of 2 days. Now, if you have 2 days and take only 16 hours from that, what percent does it form? Now, when you have questions like this, first thing you need to see is the units. Can you see the units here and here are different? So here we have hours and here we have days. Now, which is the bigger unit, hours or days? Days is a bigger unit, isn't it? So always convert the bigger to the smaller unit. That means convert days to hours. So let's do that. So 2 days. Okay, let's take 2 days. How many hours are there in 2 days? Now in 1 day, how many hours do you have? 24 hours. So in 2 days, it will be 24 into 2. 24 twos are 48. So this will be 48 hours. So 2 days is now 48 hours. Now that the units are the same, let's start working. First step is write it as a fraction with the first number on top and the second number down. Now we are going to convert this to percent. Remember, when you convert a fraction to percent, multiply by 100 with a percentage sign. Now it's become multiplication of fractions. Cancel what you can. I can cancel 16 and 48. 16 ones are 16. 16 threes are 48. Now I can't cancel anything else. So what do I have? I have 100 by 3%. So let's write that down. So this becomes, in the numerator, 1 into 100 is 100. In the denominator, I have 3, 100 by 3%. Now let's convert this to a mixed number. So for that, we're going to divide 100 by 3. 3 threes are 9 minus 10 minus 9 is 1. Bring down 0. Now 3 again, 3 threes are 9 minus 10 minus 9 is 1. So we have our mixed number. What will it be? It will be 33, 1 by 3. So let's write it here. So this will be 33, 1 by 3%. So this is our answer, 33, 1 by 3%. Question 2. What percent is 40 paisa of 2 rupees? Again, the units are different. Here we have paisa and here we have rupees. Which is the bigger unit? Rupees is bigger. So convert 2 rupees into paisa. So let's do that. So 1 rupee is 100 paisa. That means 2 rupees will be 200 paisa, isn't it? So 200 paisa. So we have converted this to 200 paisa. So first thing is we're going to write this as a fraction. So that will be 40 paisa by 200. 200 paisa. We're going to convert it to percent. So multiply by 100. Put the percentage sign. So now let's cancel. I can cancel 1 0 here and 1 0 here. Then I can cancel 4 and 20. 4 ones are 4, 4 fives are 20. Cancel some more. I can cancel 5 and 100. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10 and 20. So 1 into 20 is 20. Denominator we have 1. 20 by 1 is 20%. So we have converted this also to percent. Question 3. What percent is 25 centimeters of 4 meters? So which is the bigger unit? Meters is the bigger unit. Now in 1 meter, how many centimeters do we have? In 1 meter, we have 100 centimeters. So in 4 meters, we will have 400 centimeters, isn't it? So this we have converted to 400 centimeters. Why did we do that? Because here also the unit is centimeters. So now both the units are the same. So first thing we write it as a fraction. So that will be 25 by 400. Both are in centimeters. We're converting it to a percent. So we're going to multiply this by 100%. So let's cancel. I can cancel 100 and 400. I can take the two zeros. So now I have 1 and 4. So now let's multiply the numerators. Numerator is 25 into 1, which is 25, and the denominator is 4. 25 by 4 which is an improper fraction. So we will convert it to a mixed number. 25 by 4. 4 sixes are 24 minus 1. So what is the mixed number? 6, 1 by 4. So we've got an answer here. This is 6, 1 by 4% because we're expressing this as percentage. So that's our answer, 6, 1 by 4%. Question 4. What percent is 600 grams of 5 kg? So this is grams, this is kilograms. The bigger unit is kilograms. So we're going to convert this to grams. So 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. So here we're talking about 5 kilograms. So 5 kilograms will be 5000 grams. Okay, so here it is 5000 grams. So now the units are the same. So here we have grams, here also we have grams. So now first thing, write it as a fraction. So this will be 600 by 5000 and we're converting it to percent. So into 100%. So let's cancel. I can cancel 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 zeros. I can cancel one more zero from here. So what do I have? 60 by 5. So let's write that. So this is 60 by 5. And so now let's divide 60 by 5. We know that 12 into 5. 12 5s are 60. So 60 divided by 5 is 12. And since we're converting to percent, we need to put the percentage sign. So this is our final answer for question 4. Question 4. Find the value of, first one, 5% of rupees. This is rupees 350. Here, what are we doing? We're finding the percentage of a quantity. When you have a number given with the percentage sign, make that by 100. So 5% means 5 by 100. So let's write that. So this is 5 by 100 of means into 350. 350. Now let's cancel. Cancel a 0 here and a 0 there. Then we can cancel 5 and 10. 5 ones are 5. 5 twos are 10. Now my numerator is 1 into 35 and denominator is 2. So 1 into 35 is 35 and the denominator is 2. 35 by 2. Now here we are talking about rupees, isn't it? We are saying 5% of this quantity, this amount. So the answer should be in rupees. So I have 35 by 2. We're going to divide that and let's see what answer we get. And we put it in the form of rupees and paisa. So 35, divide this by 2. 2 ones are 2 minus 1, bring down 5, that's 15. 2 sevens are 14, get a number close to it, minus 1. Now I'm going to continue with my division. I'm going to put a point here, carry that point up and put a 0 and bring that 0 down. Now my number is 10. So 2 5s, 2 5s are 10. So that is over. So here I'm going to write my answer as 17.5. And because it is rupees and paisa, the paisa column should have 2 digits. So this becomes 17 rupees and 50 paisa. And this is my final answer. Question 2. 10% of 400 rupees 40 paisa. So here also we're going to express this 10%. We're going to find the 10% of 400 rupees. So remember, when the percentage is already given, that means it's by 100. So 10% means 10 by 100. So let's write that. So this becomes 10 by 100 of is into, and the money is 400 rupees 40 paisa. So here let's cancel. I can cancel the 0 and the 0. So this is by 10. So here in the denominator we have only 10. So in the numerator we have 1 into 400.40. So 1 into anything will give you back the other number. So this is 400.40 and in the denominator I have 10. So when you divide a decimal number by 10, all you have to do is move the point one place to the left because 10 has only one 0. So the point will move from here to here. So what will I get? So I will get 40.040. But remember, when you write rupees and paisa, After the decimal point, there should be only 2 digits. So we'll remove the 0 and put only the 2 digits. So this 0 is taken off. So now what do we have? 40.04. And because it's rupees and paisa, we have to put the unit rupees 40.04. Question 3. 1% of 500 rupees. So what is 1% of 500 rupees? So 1% means 1 by 100. Of is into, and then we have 500. Now here we can cancel. Let me cancel 2 zeros here and 2 zeros here. Now that's all. Now we multiply the numerators. 1 5s are 5, and in the denominator we have only 1, so 5 by 1 is simply 5. And 1% of 500 rupees is 5 rupees. So the unit here is rupees, and this is our answer, 5 rupees. Now the next one is 12 1 by 2% of 80 kilograms. What is 12.5% of 80 kilograms? So first step is, let's convert this to an improper fraction. 12 twos are 24 plus 1 is 25. So that is 25 by 2% of 80 kgs. Now here be careful because already you have a fraction 25 by 2. Now how do you write 25 by 2? By 100. So remember it's division. So 25 by 2 by 100 means division by 100, isn't it? So let's put it this way. So division by 100. Okay, so I'm doing only this part where we have 25 by 2%. So it is 25 by 2 by 100. By 100 means division. So I put it this way to make it easier. So now this whole thing, of means into, and then we have 80. So let's work out only this, what is given in brackets. So 25 by 2, division becomes multiplication. Now 100 is 100 by 1. Now we write the reciprocal. It becomes 1 by 100. Okay, so let's work this out. Into 80. So here we can cancel 25 and 100. 25 ones are 25 and 25 into 4 is 100. Now let's multiply the numerators and the denominators. So when you multiply the numerators, what do you get? 1. And in the denominator, 2 4s are 8. And here we have into 80. Now again you can cancel 8 and 80. 8 ones are 8, 8 tens are 80. Multiply the numerators. 1 into 10 is 10. So, and what is the unit? So here the question is 12.5% of 80 kg. So this is the unit that the answer will take. So I'm going to put kg here. So this becomes 10 kg. So this is our answer, 10 kg. Question 5. Now we have to find 5 by 8% of 600 rupees. So we'll start by saying 5 by 8% means 5 by 8 by 100. By means division. So let's put it this way. 5 by 8 divided by 100, and let's give this a denominator 1. So 5 by 8 divided by 100, of means into, and 600 as it is. Now let's work out what's given within brackets here. So let's keep the brackets. 5 by 8, division changes to multiplication. 100 by 1 becomes the reciprocal 1 by 100. Close brackets. Now outside you have 600. Now here cancel whatever you can. We can cancel 5 and 100. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, and put the 0 20. Now there's nothing else you can cancel, so multiply the numerators and the denominators. So what do we get? When we multiply the numerators, 1 into 1 is 1 and 8 into 20. 8 twos are 16, so 8 into 20 is 160. And then we multiply this here with 600. Now let's cancel the zeros. Cancel 1 0 here and 1 0 here. Now we have 60 and 16, which you can cancel again with 2. 2 8s are 16, and here 2 3s are 6, and add the 0, 30. Again we can cancel 8 and 30 by 2. 2 4s are 8, and 2 into 15 is 30. Now that's all. So this will be 1 into 15, which is 15 and the denominator is 4. So 15 by 4, let's convert it to a decimal number because we have to get it in the form of rupees and paisa, isn't it? So let's divide 15 by 4. So 15, when you divide it by 4, 4 threes are 12 minus 5 minus 2 is 3. And then if we have to continue it, I'm going to put a decimal point here, carry the decimal point up, put a 0, bring that 0 down. Now my number is 30. So 4, I'm going to continue my division. 4 sevens are 28 minus, when I subtract here, 10 minus 8 is 2. So again my remainder is not 0. So I'm going to continue my division by putting a 0, bringing that 0 down. Now my number is 20. 4 fives are 20. So now when you subtract, the remainder is 0. So we have got our quotient as 3.75. So that is our answer. Our answer is 3.75. Now what about the unit? Go back to the question. 5 by 8% of 600 rupees. So the answer will be rupees as the unit. So the unit here is rupees. So what is our final answer? 3 rupees and 75 paise. So this is our final answer. Question 6. So let's go on to question 6. Question here is 33 1 by 3% of 27 meters. So what is 33 1 by 3% of 27 meters? So let's write that. So 33 1 by 3, first let's convert it. So 33 into 3 is 99 plus 1 is 100. So 100 by 3% means divided by 100 and divided by 100 by 1. So let me put that within brackets because this is only one small part of it. So this much we got. Now let's go to off. Off means into, and then we have 27 meters. We write 27. Now let's work out what's within brackets. So let's keep the brackets. So that's 100 by 3. Division, it becomes multiplication. 100 by 1 becomes 1 by 100. Close the brackets into 27. Now let's cancel. I can cancel 100 and 100. So what is left is 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 into 27. So here also we can cancel 3 and 27. 3 ones are 3, 3 nines are 27. So now multiply what's in the numerator. We have 9 by 1, which is 9. Now what is the unit? Go back to the question. Now the question is 33 1 by 3% of 27 meters. So that is your unit, 9 meters. So we've written 9 meters and that is our answer. We will stop with this for now, children. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.